Hello, Aubrey. We are here to start our brand new IELTS speaking series on YouTube. I'm excited.
Yes, this is different than anything we've ever done before. Usually when you get sample answers from us, we quickly give feedback and scores. This is different. We want to give you an idea of what the exam really feels like. Where you're answering questions, you're going to get a really good idea of timing and how many questions are answered. And you're not going to get feedback right away. That's how it is on test day. Get used to not getting feedback right away.
Exactly. So you can look at our previous YouTube series with sample answers, where every video we talk about a very specific scoring feature that you would see in those sample answers. So this time we're doing something different, like Aubrey said. We're going to do a 4-episode series, guys. And today is part 1, and then we'll do a part 2 and a part 3. And then, guys, in episode 4, we are going to give you the scores and why those are the scores for this complete test. So again, just to reiterate, like Aubrey said, we're going to treat this like a real exam experience as much as possible. Okay. So the person who is the examiner will say exactly what the examiner says on test day. And we're just going to do the whole thing so you know what to expect. So today is part 1, guys. I want to tell you right now to make sure to hit subscribe right now so you don't miss the rest of the mock test and you don't miss those scores that are coming in a couple weeks. So today, Aubrey is going to be the candidate. I am going to be the examiner. Aubrey, did you know that I was an actual IELTS examiner?
I actually have heard that before, but our listeners might not know. So you guys should know Jessica was an examiner for 14 years. So we're able to use and build on all of her insider examiner experience. So everything you hear here, you know, is accurate and appropriate for IELTS.
Exactly. Thank you, Aubrey. So while I am listening to Aubrey's answers, I am going to be taking scoring notes, guys, so we can tell you all those details in episode 4. All right. Aubrey, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I do work part-time for a company called All Ears English. It is ideal for me because it's quite flexible and I got 4 kids. So I can't be, going to an office every day. So this is great for me. Also, I have amazing coworkers that I get to work with.
Thank you. Can you describe one of your typical working days?
Yes, my day revolves a lot around my kids. So I get up, I get them ready for school. And then as soon as they're off, I'm able to dive into my to-do list. I might be teaching a one-on-one class. I might be recording a podcast with a really fun girl named Jessica. I might have some other meetings. So it's just kind of off and on throughout the day.
What things do you enjoy about your work?
I love my coworkers. They're all super fun and supportive. I also love that I can be quite creative. We're able to post on social media and I can pick a fun idiom or slang word to make a fun video about. So it's kind of the best of both worlds to be able to be flexible and have my time be my own and quite creative as well.
Thank you. Let's move on to talk about free time. What do people do in your town in their free time?
I live in the desert, so a lot of free time revolves around hiking in the mountains, which are sort of like boulders in the middle of the desert. It's very hot, so people have to take a lot of water. There are some other things to do in the summer, especially we'll paddleboard on the lake or go boating. Lots of fun outdoor activities, but also, indoor stuff, go to the movies.
Where do you go for entertainment?
A lot of people do go to a mall to shop, lots of strip malls where there's a bunch of outdoor shops you can wander around. But in the summer, it's way too hot to do anything like that. So we stay indoor. Maybe we'll play games inside. We'll go to a rec center or the movies to take advantage of the air conditioning.
If you had more time, what hobby would you like to try?
I would love to learn to play the guitar or maybe the banjo, a stringed instrument, I think would be so fun, but it is very time consuming. I've looked into a little bit, and to take lessons, also expensive, and to spend the time you need to practice is quite a commitment. So I haven't tried yet.
Thank you. Let's go on to talk about sports now. What sports are most popular in your country?
Probably football, which I don't love American football. So sometimes I'm stuck watching a game just because that's what everybody else wants to do. And I really have no interest in watching players ram into each other. But also basketball, baseball is a popular American pastime. And I like playing all of these sports. Well, not football, but I like playing baseball, but I don't love watching it, especially on TV. I find that very boring.
Do people exercise as much as they did in the past?
I think so. I think it has changed. People go to the gym more, or they'll have weights or maybe a stationary bike at home. Whereas in the past, I feel like people would just go jogging outside or maybe go biking. So I think technology has really made us evolve the way that we stay fit.
Should children be encouraged to be more active?
For sure. Absolutely. I do think kids have a tendency to just play video games all day if they're allowed. So adults, parents, teachers do have to be pretty proactive about getting these kids outside to be involved in sports, sign them up for some kind of activity that is forcing them to be active.
Thank you. That is the end of part one. So that's not going to happen on the test, right? If when you finish answering the part one questions and the examiner is timing it the whole time, the examiner won't say, thank you, that's the end of part one. The examiner will say, thank you. Now, in this part, I'd like you to talk about blah, blah, blah. So that is the complete part one, just like you would have to do on the real exam, guys. And as you might have noticed, I was furiously taking notes the whole time. So do hit subscribe right now. And also, hit like on this video because Aubrey gave amazing answers. And remember to stay tuned for episode 4, guys, because that's when we're going to dive into more detail about the scores and what the examiner is thinking about the scores for each part of this mock exam series. Aubrey, I just want to say you did a great job today.
Thank you. I'm excited to get the feedback. So I'm also going to stay tuned for part 4 of this series.
Awesome. Remember, guys, you could take our free IELTS quiz and get your estimated IELTS band score. Go to allearsenglish.com/IELTS quiz and get a free quiz plus preparation materials that we made just for you. All right. Awesome. Aubrey, I'll see you in the next video.
Yes. See you in part 2. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bonus tip, get a 7 or higher with the All Ears English app, featuring real-time transcripts and vocabulary practice that will push your score higher. Plus, fun video lessons with Lindsay, Michelle, and Jessica. Download the app today at allearsenglish.com/app.